All right, welcome. Welcome to another Freedom Fridays. I'm always glad that you are here. It's lovely to have you. I'm just making sure we're all set up and running. Okay, good. So, this week's topic, I'm really excited about it. Well, I'm always excited about our topics, but anyway, this week we're talking about systems versus goals and adding vision boards all into that mix. It's a really every year around this time, this topic becomes so big because everyone is ready to do a reset. And I don't think it's really the right time to do a reset. It's a really good time to um maybe clean up some things, refine some things, but resetting means that you tends to be that we're throwing things out with the bathwater and starting over. And you don't need to start over. So if you've been feeling already behind because it's January and you haven't already done your vision board and all those things, you're gonna love this conversation. We're gonna talk through just some thoughts around how you should be moving forward in this season. And yeah, it's going to be practical. It's going to be fun, like we always do. So take a second. I'm going to put on our welcome. Go get your drink. Get ready to for Freedom Fridays happy hour, and we will get started in just 90 seconds. Of course, I'm trying to get my thing running. Here we go. Hey, Southern Girl. Excited you can join us today. It's going to be a good conversation. Welcome. I'm just getting us, making sure we got all our stuff set up. Take a second, get your drink. Oh, man. I was almost empty. We'll be getting started for happy hour in just a second. Okay. Let me also make sure it should be, but I'm just making sure. Okay, so welcome, y'all. So excited you're here. As we do off by celebrating our wins for this week. So take a second and think about what wins have you accomplished this week. And here's the wonderful thing, it's been a holiday. So, you probably got some good stuff to celebrate. Even if you struggle with it every other time of the year, I hope that this week is a week that is actually easy to pull out a couple things to celebrate. So go ahead and put those in the chat, and I will start sharing mine to give you a chance and give you some inspiration to pull out some wins. Hey, Marissa, so glad you joined today. I always love when you're here. Yes. Southern Girl said, I'm starting off the new year right. Come on, girl. I know that's right. I'm glad you're here today. Yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, so pulling out some wins for this week. I got some good wins for this week. I'm really, really, really excited, actually. My face is already starting to hurt from smiling too hard. Do you have that? If you don't, I hope that you have it. I think it's a great sign of the joy that you're feeling. So I hope your face hurts from smiling. Okay. All right. So my first one for the week, Jaya with Rashidat, is officially launched. Woo! I've been talking about it for like 6 weeks as I've been getting some of the back end stuff all organized and figured out. So it is officially on my website. You will also notice that my website is changed. It has changed. It is now the same as my handle. So I wanted to keep it all aligned. So it's always easy to figure out what my website is. So it's iamrashidat.o.com. Oh, I got something in my eye. Sorry, y'all. So take a second and go check it out. I'm excited to start inviting people to come and be in this community and this course with me. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I talk about it all the time, and now it's finally here. So that's a big one for me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Listen, I take my wins, okay? I hope you're taking some wins too. I love it. Let me see. Southern Girl said, setting boundaries is a win for me. Yes, girl. That is an amazing win. I love it. I'm here for it. All the boundaries that allow you to be fully you, to fully enjoy your life. Come on. I'm with the boundaries. Yes. Megan said, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Megan. I'm so glad you're here. I meant to start with that and I forgot. Happy New Year. Yes. It is officially 2026. You know, it's made it easy. I've been working on stuff and all of it says 2026. So I've been like writing it so much, but I know I'm going to default back to say 2025 or write 2025 at some point. It usually takes me like at least a good month to get my mind like used to my habit, used to writing 2026. Does that happen to you too, or is that just me? I could be the only one. My mind gets so much into the routine. I'll be saying 26 for at least the first month, if not even longer. So, but Happy New Year. Yes. Megan said, congrats on the launch. Yay. Thank you, Megan. I'm so excited. So, if you're on my email list, you're starting to get information about it. And like I said, the website is up now. And you know, I always talk about it. So I'll be giving you some more details about it as we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the new things that are happening in this group. And I'm just feeling so excited to be grounded in this. This feels right. If any of y'all are a business owner or if you're an aspiring business owner, let me tell you, there's one thing to like be in your artistry. It's another thing to learn how to be a business owner and sell it. And so like grounding yourself in your business model and how you market your things, all of that is trial and error. And I'm finally feeling like, oh, I think I figured something out. That is a huge win. Okay. So that's why my face is hurting with excitement as I talk about this, because it feels like I finally figured something out. So yes, thank you for celebrating with me. Marissa said the website looks great. Congrats on the launch. Thank you so much, Marissa. I'm glad you got a chance to go check it out already. As I said before, remember last week we talked about our positive anchors. Oh, so I want to hear if you had a chance to go talk with ChatGPT about your positive anchor. I want to know, what did you end up with? Because I decided to go with the one that we talked about last week. I had already said it a couple times. Remember, so mine last week was simplicity is momentum. Simplicity is momentum. And I am so excited. It's been playing out in my business and I love it so much. It makes it so much easier to show up. And I had a moment this week where I had overcomplicated something, not intentionally. I just thought, oh, this would be cool. And then I went to try and implement it and it was complicated. And I was like, oh, no, we got to go back to what I was doing before and switched it up. And it made it so much easier to finish that project. So now that's what I'm doing going forward. I'm not I'm not tweaking nothing. Like, it is what it is and I'm keeping it simple. So yes, I would love to hear what you decided your positive anchor was going to be after we had finished our conversation from last week. So yes, yes, yes. Marissa said, Happy New Year, everyone. I love it. Did you all go out for New Year's? I didn't. I had an interview on New Year's Day, which was yesterday, because the days all run together. So I didn't go out because I was like, I don't want to the interview was at 1, but I still wanted some time to prepare and I didn't want to feel rushed. And yeah, I wanted the chance to just lay in the bed. So I didn't go out. So did you guys go out? I just chill, and it was actually very glorious. I watched a new movie on Netflix. I watched that new Knives Out Who Done It movie. I love a good Who Done It, and they do Who Done It's very well. So let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious. Also, so that's my second one. My second one for this week is that interview went super well, and at the end of the interview, she said, "We'll be sending out an offer by the end of within the next week and a half." And I said, "Okay." And sometimes I'm slow, y'all. Sometimes stuff go over my head. So I'm like, "Okay." In my mind, I'm like, "Is that to like you're picking someone from like the people that you're interviewing, or are you telling that for me?" I think she was telling it for me though, because my understanding was I don't think that they were interviewing anyone else, but I don't know. It could be. But either way, I'll know in the next week and a half, and I feel really good about it. I think the interview went really well, and I think I got it. So I'm very excited about that. So that's my second one for the week. Let me see. Megan said wins 49. Megan! Oh my gosh. 49 straight days of meditation. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Joined a 31-day intention setting challenge. I love it. Okay. And finally found my word and positive anchor for the year. Yes, I love it, because I know you came late last week and you were like, okay, I'm going to go back and and listen to the replay and work on it myself. So I'm glad that you found it. I cannot wait to hear it. I love it. I love it so much. Megan said, I didn't go out either. I worked New Year's Eve. Plus, it snowed again. Girl, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to go out with the snow neither. Lord have mercy. I didn't even want to go out with the cold, let alone the snow. And people are crazy anyway. I was in bed at 10:30. Yes. You know, I love New Year's Eve, but I'm always worried because I don't drink. And, you know, in a car accident with a drunk driver, it's always the person who was not drunk driving that ends up dead. And I'm like, listen, I ain't trying to be in the middle of none of that craziness. I'm like, listen, I could stay at home for that, and we could go out on another day. So yes, and then the other thing too is I have two best friends that their birthday is both on New Year's Eve, years apart. They've never met each other because I've lived in different, like they know of each other, but they have never met each other. And their birthdays are both on New Year's Eve. So I'm usually celebrating their birthdays, but then my truck had an issue and I had to put it in the shop. So I couldn't get up there to do that. So all of that to say, I was at home too. And it was glorious. I'm not complaining. What did I have? I had garlic naan. Like I said, I watched a movie. I fell asleep early. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Okay, so good. I love it, Megan. I would listen. I think I was in bed by 10:32. I was watching a movie, but I was still in bed. So yes, I get it. Marissa says, my wins. I stayed sugar-free over the holidays. What? That is amazing. I gave my neighbor a handmade gift and a present, and they loved it. Oh, I love that. That's so amazing. Come on. Beautiful wins. Southern girls setting boundaries for the huge win. Right, Marissa? I'm into it too. I'm so into it. Yes. And Marissa said, go Meg, go Meg, go Meg, go Meg. Megan said, thank you, Marissa. Congrats on your wins too. Saying sugar-free, girl, teach me your ways. I know that's right. I could do without the sweet food, but the sweet drinks. I like my tea. I don't like tea without sugar. Or it doesn't have to be, I guess, okay, so I guess that's the other thing. Are we talking about sugar or are we talking about sweetener? Because I could do agave. I could do honey. I don't have to have sugar, but I need some kind of sweetener. Girl, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it, but I'm proud of you for it. I'm super proud of you for it. Yes, girl. Yes. I'm into it. I love it. Okay. So many good wins. So many good wins. Let me see. What's my third win? I know I thought about it earlier. Let me see. Um, Jaya is launched. Interview went super well. Uh, I forgot what I know I had what it was, but now I just need to think of a new one because I can't remember what it was. Marissa said, "Thanks. We kept we kept me we kept me inspired. What kept me inspired is got it. What kept me inspired is I had a major knee pain and cutting out the sweeteners helped so much. That makes a lot of sense to me. And you know what? At the beginning of last week, I had eaten quite a few sweets, and my knees were killing me. And I haven't been having nearly as many sweets, and I feel the difference. I'm gonna remember that because sugar does cause inflammation. So I appreciate that a lot. Being reminded that how sugar actually affects your body is very good inspiration. And there's a difference to having like fruit juice, like that has no sugar added. So I completely get that too. I'm not completely no sweetener, but yes, I'm still impressed. Please note, we're still impressed. Uh, Megan says sugar has me in a chokehold. I ate some peanut M&Ms. I just girl. I hear you. I hear you. I'm telling you, it's not the food for me. It's the drinks. I love lemonade, and you can't have no lemonade without sweetener. You can't. I can't drink hot tea without sweetener. I mean, I did have a protein smoothie earlier. I don't think that had any sweetener in it, but it did have fruit in it. But girl, that's why I'm like, we're impressed, girl. We are absolutely impressed. I love it. Uh, of course, I will. Sometimes it takes me a second to understand your typo, but I got it, girl. I got it. I love it. That's because your fingers were moving faster than your mind was telling it. I completely understand. Okay, let me see. What was my third win? Mm, I guess my third win is that I'm just really feeling good. That feels general, but it feels like last week I rested a lot. And coming into this week, I'm feeling better. And I think sometimes we think, oh, we just need to hurry up and taken like we just when we're tired and when our body shows us we need a lot of sleep, sometimes we think, oh, that first couple days was enough. And those first couple days last week when I like slept 16 hours and then 14 hours then 12 hours, it helped a lot. And yet there are other types of rest, and so I have spent the last week and a half doing the other types of rest, which reminds me, I'm getting so excited about getting this product developed. Oh, that was my last win. Uh, my best friend is working on the design for the activities deck, and I think it's coming along very well. I'm very excited. I haven't got to see it yet, but she's excited, and I know when she's excited, I get excited. And the illustrations that she has been doing lately, you know how the more you do something, the more you can see it evolve. And I'm seeing hers evolve. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know mine is going to be amazing because I see what you're just creating right now. So yes, but all of that to say, those two go together. Making time for rest to sleep is one thing. Physical rest is one of the 7 types of rest. But I've been making time to do the other 6 types of rest over the last week, and that's been really good. And I'm excited to get my own activities deck and make it even more of a practice. So I'm excited for that product to launch. That's going to launch in February. It's going to be like a Kickstarter set up in February, and then they'll ship in March, because we have to wait until after Chinese New Year. But I'm so excited about all of that too. So that's my third win, the progress that is happening on the activities deck. It's called the Asimi activities deck. Asimi is rest in Yoruba, and Jaye is enjoy life in Yoruba. So you guys inspire me. After you helped me figure out the name for the flagship course with Jaye, I almost caught everything Jaye. I took to do that. And then I was like, wait a minute, I think Asimi would be, I looked up, I was looking up more about Jaye, and then I found Asimi, and I was like, oh, I think I like this. And then I wrote it, like I found a font and I wrote it and how it's going to be on the cards, and I was like, oh, this is pretty. So I'm very excited about it now. So yeah, it's not that I wasn't excited before, but I'm excited for all that's coming. So many wins, and I'm so grateful to be able to share them with you. So let me see. Southern Girl said, I finished my children's book, but I'm looking for an illustrator. So another win. It is another win, girl. Yes. Finishing a children's book is amazing. And I'm so excited. It is so fun to partner with an artist to like do some amazing things together. Cause like my best friend, she's not the person who's gonna write out the words. She's not into that. But she will make the designs. And I'm not, and then on the flip side, I'm not the one that wants to draw the designs. I don't want to do that. It's like I can do it, but it's like, oh, it's grueling for me. Okay. But I write the words. I love writing the words. So we are a good team. So I hope that you find an amazing illustrator that complements your vibe to bring that book to life. It's just, oh, I'm excited about it. What's the topic? What's the name? Yes, Megan said a children's book. That's so cool, right? And I love how children's books are so much more. We're seeing so many more books about that show us. Listen, also, if you ever write a fiction book, yes, a fiction book specifically, please put put an illustration on the cover with a Black person, because that's how I go and find my books when I'm going through the list. When I'm going through Apple Books and I'm looking for new books, or I'm going through BookBub, or if I'm on Amazon, if it don't have a Black person on the cover, then I go look at the author. So have your author picture on there. And if the author picture ain't a Black person, listen, I ain't buying it right now. At least not until this presidency is over. I ain't got it to do. I'm on a boycott. So please put an illustration on the cover. Well, it's a children's book, so I'm sure it has an illustration, but I'm just saying. Okay. Southern Girl said it's untitled right now. That's okay, girl. You said, listen, wait till it drops. We are waiting with bated breath, boo. Getting me excited. Fill me with the excitement. Get me all riled up and ready for it. Waiting with bated breath. Come on, boo. I'm into it. It's about a little Black girl solving mysteries. Yes! I was just talking about whodunits, and I love a good whodunit. Come on, little girl, little mystery, little detective. I'm into it. I'm into it. So good. Ooh, I love it. So good. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. So we talked about our wins from this week. I forgot to say that. Hi, I'm Rashidat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're here live, you're already chatting, which I love it. And if you're just watching, take a second and say hello in the chat. Like, this is a conversation. We come to have the fun and bring it all together. So you're welcome. You're so welcome to be a part of the chat and the conversation. We love to have you participate. If you're watching on the replay, there's still the comments. I would love for you to leave a comment, say hello, tell me what you're sipping on, tell me what wins you're celebrating. I will come back and celebrate them with you. And the beautiful thing about this community, if anybody else gets a chance to come back to this video, they will celebrate them too. And anybody that sees them afterwards. So please make sure you take a second and share what you are celebrating in the chat. And then thank you to all the lovies who take the time and the second to hit the like button. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. I told y'all before, I'm going to say it again. My mission is to help 5,000 Black women. I know this video will be seen by other people, but specifically to help 5,000 Black women create a life where they fully enjoy everything that they've worked so hard for, not just try to win at work. We have been doing all the things that make us win at work and make us the strong one for everybody else, but I want us to enjoy our life. And so my goal is to do that by 2030. And you doing the simple task of hitting the like button helps me connect to more people. So I sincerely appreciate you for all of the likes that you've given to me in 2025 and the ones today and all the ones that are coming in the future. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, I can't say that enough. So yes. Okay. That was my housekeeping. Now, one thing I recognize that I forgot to do today, so forgive me, y'all. I forgot to find a new raffle puller thing for the quarterly raffle. So I'm going to have to do that next week. But we'll still start the next stickers for the next week. So that's what we're getting into. This next segment, let's talk about giving out stickers. If you're new, a sticker is like we did in elementary school. When you make time for rest for you for this week, I want to give you a sticker so you could poke out your chest and say, "Oh yeah, look at me. I got a sticker." Yes, that's how I get excited about a sticker. Okay. So it's something that you claim on your own. I'm not holding you accountable to it. If you have taken 5 minutes, 30 seconds, anytime this week, since from now to last Friday to prioritize you, then you deserve a sticker. And all you got to do is claim it. How do you claim it? Put hashtag sticker in the chat. Okay. Let me see. Let me find it. There we go. Look, the colors are changing a little bit, but that's okay. Sticker, hashtag sticker in the chat to claim your sticker. Okay. I'm into it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on our spreadsheet. Okay. All right. So let me see. Southern Girl said, it's quite an adventure. I believe, listen, writing a book is an adventure. Finding an illustrator is an adventure. Building that kind of collaboration, figuring out how to get it printed, figuring out how to manage cost, how much to price it for, and inventory, and then continuing to market it. Girl, there's a whole bunch of adventures in there, girl. You are definitely on an adventure, and I understand from the depths of my heart. So I'm proud of you for doing all the things, girl. Marissa said, oh, that sounds like such a fun read. I always joke that Black women make the best detectives. Listen, because we will find out what's going on. And you know what? I just thought about? Southern Girl, you need to connect with Marissa with Enough by EMT. That's Marissa. You need to connect with her on, let me see, probably on Instagram, somewhere where you could DM, because Marissa does amazing art. She might be that might be a collaboration that could work for you too. So something you two ladies should consider. Just throwing that out there. Since we're in the community, why not shout each other out, right? Yes. I just thought about it because I was thinking about the beautiful puzzle that Marissa painted. She did a digital puzzle that I love, and I completed it. So yes. Southern Girl said, yes, we do make good detectives. Yes, we do. She said, I would tell you all more about the book, but I'll tell it all. Okay. She said, listen, I don't know how to give you half of it. So I'm just going to wait till I figure out how I'm going to promote it. But right now, I'm just going to tell you that I'm excited about it. Listen, all in due time, girl. All in due time. We understand. Yes, and claiming your sticker too, Marissa. I mean, Southern Girl, I love it. Yes, both of you are claiming your sticker. Yes. That would be awesome. I tell you, connect with Marissa on the side, girl. Amazing artist. Listen. So, sticker ideas for January. Come on, Megan with the win. She's like, listen, I already know you don't know what you want your stickers to be. So I got you ready. I'm into it, Megan. Thank you. Thank you for getting me right. I'm not mad. Let me go ahead and share my screen so y'all can see I'm getting the spreadsheet ready right now. Listen, I didn't prep it at all. So I'm about to do all of it right here while we're on the screen. So let me see. I need to duplicate this one and pull it over here and then rename. Oh, wait, I think it's actually time for me to make a whole, you know what? That's okay. So we're going to take this year off. Oh, because we're going to do Q1 2026. There we go. And then we're going to change this name and take the year off because I'm continuing to use the same one all the time. And then I'm going to take the old stickers out so that we could put new stickers in. And Megan has already picked the stickers. I'm into it, Megan. Come on with it. Let me copy these over. Okay. The first one is the celebrate. Megan, I'm so into it. Thanks, girl. Let me move. This thing is in the way. Okay, so let me delete these. Oh, wait. Maybe I shouldn't delete it. No, I should. Oh, crap. There we go. Okay. Celebrate. That'll be our sticker for today. And then our sticker for next week is, I gotta switch between screens in order to see it. Snow. Oh Lord. Please don't let it snow next week. But we could definitely make it the sticker. I guess it was already snowing for you. So you like, girl, you be all right. If I'm surviving up here, you be all right where you are. I get that. A star and a crown. Okay, that's the next two. Star. Here it is. And a crown. Love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let me take this to today's date. And praise the Lord that I used, I know how to use the, what's the columns? What is it called? Formula, so I don't have to put all those dates in. Okay, so now Marissa claimed a sticker. Megan claimed a sticker. And I have to add, I'm so excited to add you, Southern girl. Come on. Let me see. Let me find it. Okay. So, right, Meg is on top of it. Sticker for this week and last week. Yes, girl, you get your sticker for last week. Let me see. I'm gonna have to, here's what I'm gonna do. Southern girl, I gotta open another window so I can get your picture. UTH. That's the only time. Sometimes this part makes it a little more difficult. Hey, Tracy. Listen. So glad that you're here. That's because my brain is trying to do multiple things, y'all. I can't, it won't, I can't, I hate when it makes it hard to find, it makes it so hard to find somebody's profile sometimes. Okay. And let me see. I'm gonna have to find it. Okay. I'm gonna find it and then I'm gonna go back and add it. So what I'm gonna do right now, let's come over here and I'm gonna put it like this. Southern girl. And then I'm gonna go back um and find your actual picture so I can add it. Because that's how I like to add it in there. So I could get it right. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Meg is on top of it. Meg is laughing. Marissa said, thanks, Rashidat. I found out I'm awful at follow through for book illustration. That's okay. She said, I gotta be honest. I'm probably not the best person for this. If you need a cover or a single illustration, I'm great. But I know some great artists that I can recommend. I love that. Hey, you were honest about it. I'm into it. I understand. You said, this is not really my cup of tea. Here's how I can help you. Come on, girl. I understand. Southern Girl said, Marissa, may I have your information so I can DM you about the illustrations? I love it. She said, we can still connect. Yes. Okay, and Megan said, one more sticker, girl. Don't be holding out on my sticker. Let me get it right, Marissa. Megan, I'm getting it. She said, don't play with me. I got you, boy. Here's your sticker right here. Here is your sticker. Yes. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna actually do that probably tonight so that I don't forget for next week. Because I get into the mix of things and then sometimes I forget to go back and do that. So that I can do the drawing next week. Okay. Okay. Who else is getting a sticker today? Yes. Hi, Tracy. So glad you made it today. Yes. The ladies are saying, hey, hey, hey. Hi, Southern Girl. Hi, Marissa. Hi, Meg. Yes. Happy New Year to you, too. And you claiming a sticker this week. Whoop, whoop. I'm into it. Hashtag STICKA. I love it so much. Let me see. Where are you at? Here you are, Tracy. I love it. Okay, so we gave out some stickers for today. Let me see if I copy it that way. Still trying to make sure I get Southern Girl 99. There we go. Okay, so now I could copy that image and put it in the spreadsheet. And then I will move that up to the top. Oops. Oh, sometimes this thing does not make it easy. I'm gonna have to find another way to do it. That's okay. Because this one's Farida's right here. But you see, I got it. I started it and now I just gotta put image in a cell. Yay! There we go. That was what I wanted. So let me undo that so I could put Farida's in hers as well. Look at me figuring something out on the fly. Put it in the cell. Yes, 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 yes. And then this one here, put it in the cell. And then now we could move it up to the top. Listen, tracking stickers can be a little bit of a interesting occasion, but we got it. We got it. Okay, I love that I got that figured out, y'all. I'm gonna remember that for next time. Okay, cool. So let me see. Tracy says, sorry for being late. Supposed to be working, but I was lying down instead. Your body said I needed a nap. We'll get to all of that stuff later. I completely understand. You are right on time. You are never late, girl. Living her truth. Yes. I'm into it. Megan said, No, I meant to add to the spreadsheet. I only had 4. We need 5, but thanks. Oh, that's okay. Play, but I'm here. Hey, Michelle. So glad that you're here. You're not late. You're not late. You right on time. We're happy to see you. Okay, you said one more. Okay. Oh, one more sticker. I see. I love it. I got it now. I understand, Megan. Okay, so now I love it. Metal. I think that is how I'll find it. Yes, metal. There we go. One more sticker for the month. I love it. Now we have all our stickers for the month. Come on, Megan, be it on it. I'm into it. She said, "Hey, everyone. Marissa, I'm trying to do the sugar-free, but it's so hard. Listen, that's why I said, listen, you're gonna have to come on and tell us how you worked it out. Or I'm curious to know, like, how were you before you did the no sugar? And like what I know it motivated you. Now that we know it was your, fixing your knee, but what helped, because I'm all about a system, which brings me to today's topic: systems, not goals. But actually, so on YouTube, a lot of the videos that trend real heavy around this time are say systems, not goals. I want to tweak that a little bit. I want to talk about it in a different vibe. So that's what we're going to talk about in a second. But yeah, I want to know what kind of system or routine you put into place that made it easier for you to stay off the sugar, off the sweet crack. Okay, that's what I want to know. Marissa said, there are 2 books that helped me start the sugar-free journey. Let me know if you want me to share the titles. Of course, we want you to share the titles. Don't hold back. Do not hold back, Marissa. Share the titles. Share it. Yes, we want to know what it is. Tracy said, Marissa was most likely grumpy. She knows she wanted that sugar. Tracy. Tracy, you are such a troublemaker. I love it so much, and you're such a troublemaker. I can't believe it. Tracy also said, we're growing, Rashidat. Happy that us ladies are finding moments to ourselves. Yes, we are. We're finding so many moments. It just warms my heart so much. And I think the happy hour time is working too. I think the happy hour time is going to move to 7, because I think with my new job, it's going to affect that time. But y'all, I'm excited. I'm so excited about it. Yes, we are definitely growing. Thank you for saying that, Tracy. Thank you for noticing. Marissa said, I'm so nosy, and I really want to know everyone's anchor works if folks are willing to share. Hey, I ain't mad. I want to know too. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing the sticker screen. If you are catching us on the replay, again, put it in the comments. I will go back and add it to the spreadsheet. And then we'll go from there. So yes. Okay. Let me see. Let me get back to that screen. Okay. Yes. Let me see. So Marissa wants everybody to share their positive anchor. So the way that we picked their positive anchor last week, I'm not going to go all the way through it. So if you didn't pick your positive anchor, if you missed that from last week, go back and watch the replay, because we spent a good 45 minutes talking about it. So that'll give you some context, and I even help work through on how to pick one. So watch that video from last week and then put it in the comments. But if you already figured yours out from last week, go ahead and share that if you don't mind, so that we can share that as well. And then Tracy said, yes, please share the titles, Marissa. We want to know the books that you read that helped you in your sugar-free journey, for sure. Marissa said, I was just thinking that I'm so happy to see we're all resting. I know, right? And so the stickers make me so excited. You guys, I'm a nerd, so I always am excited, but it just makes me even more excited. So yes. Okay. Marissa said book 1 is called Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Emotional Eating. Ooh, that sounds like that one's going to kick my butt. but I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay, that's the first one. And then she's getting the second one together. So while she's getting that together, today's topic, systems, not goals. And it's also talking about how to build a vision board that makes space for rest that actually works, like that will actually work. Because I think I have seen, even in myself, I've seen myself use a vision board as like a to-do list almost in some ways. It's like, oh, I need to do this and that, and I want this and I want that. And there's this fine line between like visualizing what you want to build in the future and also making sure we're still very content in today. And there's this process where we need to take it from just being things that we visualize to things that we actualize. And how do we do that without burning ourselves out in the process? Because it's so easy to feel like, if I'm going to accomplish this goal, I gotta go hard. Like I gotta go get it done. Like, we've been taught the way that we accomplish goals are by bulldozing our way through it, by pushing through, by working hard. And I've been fine. We all know that burnout is real, and you can be burnt out on positive things in your life, on things that you love, on your dreams, just as much as you could be burnt out on other things that are negative and things that you don't want to deal with. And so how do we keep from putting ourselves in that position? And that's what I want to talk about today. So that's what we're getting into. But first, Marissa said book number 2, Sugarless by Nicole M. Avena. I haven't heard of either one of these books. I love it. Ladies, if you want to keep these books, go ahead and screenshot it so you can find it later. That's what I just did. I'm telling you my tricks so you can find it and you remember it. Screenshot it right now so you can go back and find those books when you're ready. Okay, so I'm gonna go look for them on the Libby app so I can listen to the audiobook. Maybe when I'm driving to my new job, that'll be something that I'm listening to while I'm driving. So yes, that's go check out those 2 books. Okay, so Megan said, my word for 2026 is connection. Ooh, I love it. I feel like that plays into your money archetype so lovely, because your money archetype was a connector. So I love how that all comes together. And then your positive anchor is, I trust the connections I make and the life they build. Yes, because the people that we make relationships with, here, listen, especially for us, we have this belief that the hard work is supposed to be what makes big dreams happen. And I hate to tell you this, hard work is part of it, but relationships are a huge part of it. And I love that you're recognizing this, Megan, because we don't get to where we want to get to by ourselves. Like, building your dreams is not a solo sport. It's not a solo activity. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing. That is such a beautiful thing, because that means we help each other rise together. And we're all rising into this beautiful, to me, I think of it as we're all different puzzle pieces. And when we help ourselves live that dream and we help the others around us, man, it just makes that puzzle that much more vibrant, more glorious, more beautiful, more magnificent. And we're all getting to live this fully amazing life that we all deserve to live. So, I get off on a tangent and get excited. Megan, I'm into it. I'm into that. Your word for the year is so good. And your positive anchor, I trust the connections I make and the life they build. Come on. I'm so into it. Tracy said, Marissa, I'm sticking with my aligned. Right. Because last week you did say your word is aligned. And then making sure that nobody or nothing can harm my top 3 life areas. My kid, my hubby, and me building. Come on. I love it. Yes, I love it. Marissa said, ooh, 2026 is going to be a great year. Yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. These words and statement are so clear and so valuable. Well done. Thanks for sharing, ladies. Ditto. Ditto. Exactly what Marissa just said. Come on. Rashidat, that's Elohim sending you hearts. Oh, yay, sweet boy. Thank you, Elohim. I love the hearts. I see them too. I literally see them. I receive it, baby boy. That's so sweet. Megan said, thank you for the book titles, Marissa. That feeds two of my goals for this year. Come on. Reading more and healing my relationship with food and improving my health. Listen, that's feeding into three of your goals. Come on, so good. Listen, Tracy said, dang, look at you cruising into 2026 with a new job, right? So I think you missed that part. I did the interview yesterday, and at the end, the woman said, we'll be sending an offer in the next week and a half. And this is where I'm like, is she sending an offer to me, or does this mean she's sending an offer to somebody she's interviewing? I think she said she was sending it to me, but either way, I was like, this is why with dating, I need a wingman, a wingwoman, because I always hesitate when people do stuff like that, and I miss it, and it goes right over my head. So either way, I do think I got it. I felt very good about this through the whole process that's been happening. So I feel like it's going to be it. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. So thank you for that. Tracy said, thanks, Marissa, for the book titles. I love it. Megan said, that's exactly why I picked it, because of my money archetype. Plus, building more positive relationships and connections was a goal I started working on last year. So it's coming together. Yes, yes, yes. And that's the part that I wanted to talk about with vision boards. Okay, so we're moving into the topic for this week. Let's talk about vision boards first. If you have a vision board from 2025, first of all, we talked about going through your vision board back in November. So that by the time you got to today, by the time you got to January 1, you would have already had your time to reflect on your vision board, tweak it, and then that meant you would have had all of December for rest. That your mind has time to rest. I'm going to go into this just a little bit, but instead of setting my year up, my personal year, instead of setting it up in quarters, I'm setting my year up in trimesters. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want every trimester to have a month of rest. Okay. So January, February, March, work months. April, rest month. Okay. May, June, July, work months. August, rest month. October, November, I said something off. But it's September, October, November, work months, and then December, a rest month. And so that's allowing me to have 3 months where I allow myself to go into like rest mode. Some of those will be heavier travel months. Some of those will be months where I do things differently for my business. Like, I want to be intentional about creating those sabbatical months within my year right now. So thinking about those kind of things when you're looking at your vision board, all of those things connect together. Like, I think that's the other reason why so many of us, we have our vision boards and then we don't see everything accomplished. For one, we put way too many goals on the vision board at one time. For two, we don't have a way to connect. We don't have a way to connect back to it, which I'm going to tell you how I'm going to be connected to mine. And then number three, by the end of the year, we're like, oh, I should just start over. No, don't start over. Don't start over. Because 9 times out of 10, those things are still important to you. So you get to figure out, okay, I made some progress on that last year. How do I want to keep moving forward? If you want to throw your vision board out like baby with the bathwater, that means you probably weren't clear about your priorities last year, and you want to take some time to be more clear about your priorities this year. Sometimes we make our vision board not necessarily based on our priorities, but the things that we want. And those should align, those should overlap. And you should have your 10-year vision map for everything that you want. But this year's vision board should be, what is the things from that 10-year map that I'm going to focus on for this year? Do you see how all of this plays together? The other book that I've been reading lately is called The Gap in the Gain. And he talks about always plan backwards, or always measure backwards is what he says. Always measure backwards. And so what that means is figure out your destination first, and then roll it back to figure out how you're going to accomplish that. The same thing that I teach with a vision map and all the details that we go into in Jaya with Rashidat. I walk you through doing this so it doesn't feel so much, so you don't feel like you're drinking from a water hose. This might feel like the water hose. But so we can simplify this. We can simplify our vision board, our goals, and our systems to actually accomplish the things that we want when we start first with the clarity of having what the 10-year vision is, and then break it down to your vision board for this year. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let me make sure I didn't lose y'all, okay? Okay. Marissa said, you're welcome. I have similar goals. I hope the books help. My partner hated the first book. LOL, but he still stopped eating sugar. So it's worth a try. That's amazing that he hated the book, but he still actually accomplished the goal. I love it. Meg said, I'm choosing to believe that she was talking to you, Rashidat. That job is yours. I received that, Megan. Come on. I'm grasping it. Thank you. Thank you, Marissa, Megan. I'm so thankful. Yes, September. I had it all mixed up. Oh no, Tracy said same. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate that. And then I appreciate that with this job in 2-3 years from now, my business is going to be where I want it to be. And I won't be doing the job anymore at all. It'll be full on this again. And I will love every bit of it. So yes, claiming all of it. Marissa said, I agree, Meg. I took it as the job is hers, and it's so exciting. Yeah. I just love this. Thank you for every bit of that positivity. I'm receiving every single bit of it, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, warming my whole heart. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So back to the vision board. So yes, we don't have to, for today's sake and purpose, we don't need to worry about the 10-year vision. I just want you to think about, what is it that you want to focus on for this year? You're going to have 20 million things that you want to accomplish. But remember, simplicity is momentum. I'm telling you from experience, I have done the thing where I have put all the things on the vision board. But when I really started putting that, separating it, and putting all the things that I want on like the 10-year map, and then keeping my annual vision board based on what I want to focus for this year, I made so much more progress that way. And it simplifies it because you have one focus. Remember, the word priorities was not a word until like the last 20 years. It was never a plural word. It was only priority, one, singular, not multiple, singular. Okay. And so we get so much more done when we actually focus on things, and it's easier to keep track of it. Okay. So if you start with that vision board, okay, the vision board has your priority for the year, 1 or 2 at the most, 1 or 2. And then remember, we talked about daily goals. Now, let's talk about how does that connect? Okay, so if your vision board for the year is to, let's say, buy a tiny house, because, it's always easier for me to, if you have one that you have for this year, put the example in the chat and I'll use your example. But let's say it's to buy a tiny house. Now, my daily goals should be, what are small tasks that I need to start doing? Like, what's my step number 1, 2, and 3 to start accomplishing, to move forward towards accomplishing that vision board, which is to buy the tiny house. So step number 1 might be um creating a budget so that I have or figuring out what my savings goal needs to be for my down payment, or doing research about uh down payment setup programs that'll help pay for it. But you see, now those become my daily goals, and I write that down every day. Do research about home down payment programs for first time home buyers. Lord, I promise I could talk. That becomes my goal that I write down every day until I accomplish it. Or I find another goal that needs to happen before that, and I add both of them to my list. So now you see how creating the daily goals actually gets easier, because you're like, oh, this is the main thing that I'm working on anyway, and it's connected back to your vision board. So then you take it to the next level and you say, well, what's the system? The system is, how do I set this on a routine so that I could work on it on a regular basis? Otherwise, if you're not reminding yourself every day and you don't have a routine that reminds yourself when you're going to work on it, you're going to forget about it. At the end of the year, you're going to be like, dang, I said that was a goal, but life started lifing and I completely forgot to work on it. So how do you fix that? Okay, maybe you decide that you want to work on this vision board thing, whatever your vision board topic is, for an hour every single week. How do you make that now you're starting to make that into a routine? So then you put on your calendar and you put it as a recurring time when you block off time, just like you should be blocking off time for rest. Hint, hint, hint. And then every week when that shows up on your calendar, you honor that. You spend just an hour. You don't have to spend the whole week, just an hour working on whatever you had that daily task to be. And you keep reminding yourself and you keep doing it. So these videos where they talk about systems, not goals, it's a little clickbaity, because you still make goals even with a system. But you can't stop at goals. You can't stop at a vision board. All of these things work together, because this is what takes it from being a 40,000 foot view of, oh, this is what I want to accomplish, down to 5-foot view, however tall you are, so that you're actually taking action on it. And that's how you break it down. So all of the parts in between have to happen. So yeah, let me see what y'all got going on. Michelle said, in December, my spirit told me to embrace the seasons and not do anything creative until spring. Come on. Come on. Very hard and uncomfortable for me. I completely understand that, but it's a necessary discomfort. It is. And that's why I started planning for myself to have a month off every couple months, because I needed a better routine for reminding my body that we don't have to work hard all the time. Like, that we don't, that's not a thing. We're not pushing all the time. Like, our bodies really do get muscle memory into that. We have to declutter it. We have to take different actions. Michelle, I love it. So good. And I'm glad you're listening to your body, even though it's causing some discomfort on the other side. Tracy said, Rashidat is like, I'm not going to be making this next man rich. This is just a stepping stone. Hey, listen, it is. It is. I'm not making them rich. That's not what I'm there for. And I don't think anybody should be going to a job to make somebody rich. Not all of us want to own a business. And I completely understand that. But also, like, keep that job in its place. Don't give it no more space in your life than it's supposed to have. And it's really just about, I have come to believe it's really beautiful when your job can also be fulfilling, and yet If your job is not fulfilling, go use the rest of your time to fulfill your life. You don't have to get fulfillment through work. You don't. You can. You absolutely can. And yet it doesn't have to be the only way it happens, because I don't want us to feel like that's the only way that we can fulfill our lives. It's not. And not only that, if you find things that fulfill you outside of your job, you're going to have a better chance at actually creating work-life balance, because you'll be excited to get out of work to go do the things that are actually fulfilling for you. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, let me get back on topic. But you right, Tracy. You right. Come on. Okay, Marissa said, "Ooh, Michelle, good on you for listening to Spirit. I hope this season of creative rest is surprisingly rejuvenating for you." Yes. I listen. I double that blessing and send that over to you, Michelle. Come on, Marissa, speaking truth in life. I love it. Michelle said, "Thank you, Marissa." Yes. Tracy said, "Michelle, sometimes you just have to listen to your inner spirit. So you're doing the right thing, surrendering." Come on. Yes, girl. That surrender is hard, but it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Marissa said, "You're welcome. As a fellow creative, I'm rooting for you." It is so, yes. There is something beautiful about, again, leaning into the other types of rest, you guys. What sometimes I think, I know for sure, when I do anything like dancing, I haven't been dancing all year. Remember, I haven't gone dancing since last year at this time. It had gotten to that point where it wasn't fulfilling anymore. It wasn't actually rest for me anymore. And you need to like take a break from it so that you get a chance to come back to it and fall in love with it again. That's okay. That's a beautiful thing. I hope find something. So there's 7 types of rest. That was one type of rest. Now you get to go lean into the other ones. And I'm so excited that when the semi activities deck comes out, hopefully that'll help make it easier to rotate through all of the different ones so that you don't exhaust a specific type of rest. And you have different ways to do it without exhausting any of those types. So I'm excited for that as well. Michelle said, "Yes, Tracy. Listen, awkward black nomad, Kyoka. Hey, girl, we ain't seen you in a while. Hey, ladies, caught the live. So glad you caught the live too. So glad you're here. Yes. So glad to see you." So we were talking about vision boards, goals, and systems. And my main thing, and I'm just about done with that. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. But I love talking about some vision boards, because I think vision is one of those soft life skills that a lot of us don't realize how important it is, which is why it's definitely a part of Jaya with Rashidat. It's so important. It's really the second thing that we do. The first thing we do is reclaiming our identity, and the second thing is refining our vision. And I'm telling you, it's when I talk about simplicity is momentum. When you create a vision, it helps you declutter all of the other things that you think you need to do, and it helps you focus, and it helps you simplify. And simplification, simple is momentum, y'all. Anything that you're trying to get to, simple is momentum. Simple is going to help you get to it faster. Okay. So I got off on a tangent again. But all of that to say, vision is important. One of those soft skills that I think we should spend more time with. So, with your vision board, like I said, if you had a vision board from last year, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Go back and look at the vision board. See what things you accomplished. Take off things that are not important anymore. Maybe your priorities weren't as clear as they needed to be. And then make sure your priorities for this year are clear. Don't put things on your vision board that you think you should do. Oh, I should want this. Oh, I should do this. Put what is the main thing for this year? By 2027, this time, 2027 next year, what do you want to say? Man, I did that thing. Like that's like you get geeked for it. Like that's what I want you to have on your vision board. Okay. Because that becomes your focus. And then you back that up with your daily goals that are the different tasks that you're going to do to move yourself forward towards that goal that gets you geeked, okay? And then creating a routine around it where you put in your calendar once a week, or maybe once a week is too much. Then change the cadence. Do an hour every 2 weeks, or an hour every 3 weeks, or an hour every month. It's not about, it's just reminding yourself to take time to do it, and putting it in your calendar is the reminder, because your phone will notify you. Hey, boo, remember you said you were going to do this? Don't forget about us. Okay. So then you have all of these things in place, and now you've actually simplified how you make progress, because you don't have to remember it. You don't got to you don't have to rely on your mind, because you see how mine is doing right now. You don't have to rely, especially you in perimenopause like I am. You don't have to rely on your mind to remind you to do something. Okay, put it in your calendar and let it remind you. Okay, that's how we simplify this. All right. Michelle said, "Thank you for this beautiful community." I know. I love when seeing y'all every single Friday. It makes me happy. Marissa said, "I really struggle knowing what I tangibly want from life. So this year I am starting with, how do I want to feel in life? I'm hoping this eventually leads me down the right path." I completely understand. And if I had a simple answer to that, I would give it to you. My simple answer is, we go through it step by step inside of Jaya with Rashidat. Because it's not just about just choosing. It starts with asking myself, like, okay, what am I missing? What do I feel like I'm missing? But then also, too, that connects back to our identity. What part of us feels like it's not getting a chance to fully show up? And then why isn't it getting a chance to fully show up? And then what does it look like for it to fully show up? And then how do I actually take what that looks like in my head and make it into something that I live? And so those are all steps that we go through together inside of Jaya with Rashidat, so that you really do get a chance to clarify it. Like I said, refine it. It starts with reclaiming identity, and then refining it down, and then we're doing it together. The other thing that I think is beautiful about the way that I set up Jaya going forward, because remember, I really wanted this. I wanted this to be something that we come back and do together every single year. I didn't want this to be like that monthly program thing where it's like, oh, I got to do it with her this one time, but I don't have the money to keep paying for this every single year. So I guess I'm just going to have to try to remember to do it by myself. No, Jaya is a one-time price that you have lifetime access to the course and to the community. So every year when we're doing this around this time, we're going through these steps together, and you're able to do it with me. And so then the whole steps where I'm talking about refresh your vision board rather than starting over, we're doing it together inside of Jaya. When I'm saying, okay, take what you did next year and let's build on it last year, and we're building on it. We're doing that together inside of Jaya, so that it's not so nebulous and hard to figure out. I completely get it. And that's why I made this, because it was hard for me as well. So yeah, I wish I had a more simple. The steps are simple, but it's not a one-step thing. Does that make sense? So yeah. Okay. Megan said, I'm definitely going to review my vision board. I'm not going to throw out everything. But I was journaling earlier, and I realized some goals aren't priorities like they once were. And that's okay. That's an evolution of getting to know ourselves. That's normal. Please know that is absolutely normal. There are some things that were on my vision board for last year. They weren't necessarily that I didn't want them, but they weren't a priority for 2025. Other things took higher priority, and I focused on them. That's the other good thing about why I think it's important to write your goals daily, because you will see, as you write them down, you'll be like, oh, I actually want to write this instead. Okay, that's good. It keeps you assessing your priorities in the moment. So these are some simple steps that you can start taking that are a part of, again, things that I do teach inside of Jaya, some steps that help bring it down into your practical steps. tasks that bring it down into the practicality of doing it, that'll help you do that. So all of that is normal. Oh, I got to know myself a little bit more better this year, and I don't want that anymore. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay. Tracy said, my answer to that one, Marissa, is honestly just living, but living authentic to yourself. And I agree with that. I agree with that. And still, a lot of us are like, well, I get that in theory, but what does it look like for me to be authentic to myself? What do those words mean to me? How do I get that to something that I can like do every day? And again, that's how we break it down. So I get it. I agree. Living completely unauthentic to yourself. Megan said, that's a really great way to look at things, Marissa. Yes. Yes. How do I tangibly do things? How do I tangibly do this? Because the more that you understand how to tangibly make something that you see in your mind happen, the more likely it's going to happen. Otherwise, you just keep saying to yourself, I want this thing, but you haven't figured out what it is to actually have it, what it is to look like it. Especially because a lot of times it's those big topics. Like we say we want a soft life, but what does a soft life look like? A soft life for you is going to look different than it looks like for me. So what does it look like? When you think about the phrase soft life, what does that mean to you? Some of us, that means luxury trips and being somebody's housewife. Uh, for others, it's being an ambitious business owner, but still having time to travel and do the things that you love. For others, it's um being a mom that spends less time at work and more time with their kids, but also still making money to provide for their family. All of those things are soft life because all of those things are what are important to us. So you got to take it out of past the idea of what the theme is and what does it look like for you to live that life. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Marissa said, yep, that makes sense. It's simple, but not easy. Yes. Thanks, y'all. I love it. Marissa said, Megan, that's kind of exciting being able to recognize priority shifts. It's so exciting. I agree, Marissa. Come on, Megan, with it. I love it. That shows growth. It does show so much growth in us. And so it's actually a win when we better understand, oh, that's not really that important to me. Why am I spending time on that? Get that out of here. Kick rocks. Kick rocks with flip flops on. Listen, I'm into it. It's so much growth. Yes, Marissa, for pointing that out. Marissa said, Tracy, so true. Just got to keep living authentically. I'm so blessed to know myself so I can do this. Yes, you can absolutely do this. Just got to be patient. I love it. One step at a time. One step at a time. Meg said, thank you, Marissa. I have a vision board from 5 years ago, and a lot of stuff on that board did not happen. I realized I get to reassess. Right. You get to reassess. And when you reassess, please don't beat yourself up for being like, gosh, I put all of this stuff on my vision board and I didn't do any of it, or I didn't do as much as I thought I would. That's okay. Because sometimes we put stuff on our vision board and like you said, it wasn't actually a priority. But then when we recognize it wasn't a priority, then it makes us stop and be like, well, what is an actual priority to me? What is most important to me right now? And the other thing that I love about this book that I'm finished reading it now, but it was called The Gap and the Gain. Y'all know I love to share a good book with y'all. The other thing that it says is we have to get to the point where we stop feeling bad for the things that we want. And we also have to take ourselves out of this place where we feel that we need something. When you feel like you need something, it makes you thirsty and it puts us into the wrong energy. It takes us out of contentment. And the thing is, we're living okay right now. We might not have our life where we want it to be, but we're living okay right now. And so learning how to be in the gain You have to be in this place of contentment and also still be like, but I know where I'm moving my life towards. And so we can't be thirsty about it. And so the other thing about that is we can't be, so to not be thirsty means to not have this spirit of, I need this or else I can't live. That's what I'm saying with that. So when you move out of that I need and you move into what he calls I want, then you have to also be okay with, I want it because I want it. You don't have to justify it. I want a tiny house because I want a tiny house. I don't care if nobody else wants a tiny house. I don't care if you're not into it. I don't like, I want it because I want it. And I don't have to justify why I want it. I could tell you all of the things that gets me excited about it, but I shouldn't even have to, because the point is that I want it because I want it. And when you can be okay with that, then our priorities actually become closer to heart, because we're being more honest with ourselves rather than feeling like we have to be obligated to want something that someone has told us or culture has told us that we should want. It's another way of getting rid of our shoulds and allowing ourselves to just want what we want and be okay with it. And listen, and I'm gorgeous for it, and I'm happy for it, and I'm beautiful for it, and I'm amazing for it, and I'm marvelous for it. Like, it's okay to just want what you want. If you did, I actually really enjoyed that part of the book. I didn't realize that was one of the ways that I lived my life. But I had to start living my life that way when I started thinking about the tiny house, because people would always be like, well, why? And I'd be like, because I want to. Or someone would ask me, but why did you move to Costa Rica? Because I wanted to. Why not? Why did you do this? Because why not? And when you get that spirit about it, then it's like, okay, this is fun. I just get to do it because I want to. I don't have to justify it to anybody. You don't have to justify your wants to me. You don't have to call it a need in a way to justify it. You deserve it because you want it. That's it. It's that simple, boo. Freedom in that. Simply because you want it. So, okay, I'm off that soapbox. The camera said you're moving around too much. So I hope that gives all of us some permission. And I hope that those steps that I kind of inked out about, your vision board, how to use your vision board, how to use goals, how to use systems, and using them together, I hope that that helps. Okay. Let me see. Vision board for Friday. Okay, so Tracy said, Rashidat, is it wrong for me to want a rich sugar daddy so I can spend his money, hoping he's on the edge, no kids, don't want nothing in return? Hey, it is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Do what you do, girl. And if he got a cousin, send him my way. Tracy, I'm the wrong one. I'm the last one to tell you that's wrong. He's so stupid. I love it. I love it. Marissa said, LOL, I support this dream, Tracy. If you want it, you deserve it. See, I'm not the only one. We're into it. We said if you want it, you want it. You ain't got to justify it, boo. You ain't got to justify it. Megan said, I agree, Tracy. That's what I want to. I love it. My only caveat to my sugar daddy, he could be my sugar daddy, but I still want to build my empire. So he need to be okay with that, but I'm into it. I love it. Marissa said, can you share the author of this book? I want to add it to my Libby. Yes. Okay. So The Gap in the Gain is by Dan Sullivan. Let me look it up really quick. Dan Sullivan is they're co-authors together. So Dan Sullivan is the coach, but he doesn't like to write. So he works with this guy named Dr. Benjamin Hardy, and they co-write the book together. I actually like listening to the audio version of this, because in the audio version, Benjamin Hardy, he's the one who wrote the book. So he reads the chapters, but then in between the chapters, he does an interview with Dan Sullivan, who he's a coach. And with that, you get to hear like the commentary and just hear more from Dan, especially since he didn't write the book. So that's what it's called, The Gap in the Gain. The High Achiever's Guide to Happiness, Confidence, and I can't see the last word. Happiness, confidence, and I can't see what the last word is. But and then the author is Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy, Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Okay? It's a good book. It's a good book. Tracy says, speak to something. Speak the truth. Tell the truth. I don't know. Yes, I'm into it. All of it. Yes. Okay, good. Marissa, I'm glad. I'm glad you got the book. It was good. I listened to it on Libby. There's also another book that I'm listening to called it's the same two people, from Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. 10x is easier than 2x. That's a business book. So The Gap and the Gain has some stuff for business, but I feel like it's more, it kind of doubles in life and work. So actually 10x is easier than 2x. It talks about career as well. So yeah, I think 10x is easier than 2x. It's more like career and business. So two good books. But what I like about this one is the biggest point about 10x is easier than 2x is understanding that you have to let go of your current bread and butter in order to get to your next level of bread and butter. Because every time, let's say you're doing something that's 2x, it's a lot of work. You figure out how to do something that will make you move forward 10x. And the problem is a lot of us get scared, and we're scared to let go, because in order to get to that 2x, we have to let go. In order to get to that 10x, we have to let go of the 2x. And so we hold on to the 2x because we're scared that the 10x is not going to work out. And then it keeps us stuck in the 2x. And so if you learn to let go of the 2x, you always make space for the 10x. And every time you do that, you 10x from the level that you are now. Your current 10x becomes your new 2x. And then you take that 2x, that current 2x, you let it go to create your next 10x. That's a lot of words. I hope that concept made it through, but it's a good book. I love a good book. So hopefully you'll like that too. Okay. I love that. Marissa. Marissa says, sprinkle, sparkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Isn't that, I need to, I think Kina was the one who sent me that creator. I need to get her book and listen to that next. I think that would be interesting. So yes. Okay. So now that we've talked about that, it's time to wind down for the weekend. Come on. We do 3 different steps, 3 specific steps to help us wind down for the weekend. Step number 1, open all of your devices. Look at your phone, look at your iPad, look at your computer. See how many tabs you got open. Because guess what, boo? That is symbolic of all the things you got running in the back of your mind. Let's start off this year. Clean it out. Close it down. You will open it back up when you need it. If it's a tab or a link that you've been saving, put it in bookmark it and then close it so you can come back to it when you need it. And here's the thing. Just like that priority, just like that vision board that you thought had all your priorities, and then you got to the end of the year and you realized it wasn't a priority, the same thing is probably going to happen with that link. But just in case, save it. Put it in a note that has all of the links that you ever want to go back to, or bookmark it on your browser. But no matter what, close it so that you can emotionally declutter and have more space for you to actually receive what you do want, rather than holding on to all of the 2x things that you thought were going to help you get to that level. It's time to let them go so that you can get to that 10x level. Listen, I love how all of these things come back together. Okay. So close down how many tabs you got. I have 4 open. Let me see. I think it's 4. No, more than 4. Sorry. That's because I had to open a couple things to do the live stream. So this one is closed. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 windows that are closing, and I'll have 4 left over on my laptop. On my iPad, I need to check that too. You know what I really need to declutter? I need to take some time today or in the next week and declutter my emails. My emails are starting to climb back up there again. So that's another thing that you can declutter. Remember, the beauty of decluttering is that we're making space for all of the things that we actually want, to get rid of the emotional dust. If you listen to Get Rich Lucky Bitch, oh, Michelle, you have to tell me how it's going. Get Rich Lucky Bitch. She talks about how the effects, the emotional effects from the different things that we have experienced, it's like dust, and it'll kind of just fall and settle on us. Like the tchotchkes in our house, and you got to go back and dust them. So the way that we do that emotionally is we do the Ho'oponopono prayer. Super easy. 4 statements, and you release it. And I actually have done this and felt myself be like, wow, I actually do feel so much better. I actually feel a physical release when I do this, and the emotions from it don't come back anymore. So declutter. Okay. That's what I'm getting at. I'm done. I keep getting on my soapbox. Let me bring it back. Okay. So that was step number 1. Step number 2 on winding down for the weekend. Figure out what's the fun meal that you are going to eat for this week. Now, let me tell you, I haven't had ramen in a couple weeks. Have y'all tried the new, it's like Momofu ramen? Oh, they got a soy sesame one. Y'all, when I talk about my favorite, it is so good. I'm having that tonight as soon as we get off because I'm getting hungry. I had a protein smoothie and some French fries before we got on here, and now my stomach is like, yes, we took care of that. We're ready for the next thing. So ramen is my fun meal for this evening. What is yours? Also, let me tell you, my brother went to Japan for 2 weeks for his birthday, and when he came back, I started looking at all the stuff in Japan, and I was like, I need to spend a month in Japan. I went to Japan when I was a kid. I was in Japan for 3 weeks when I was a kid. I was 9. And I remember so many things, but the world has changed a lot. So I would love to go back. And man, now that we have Instagram and you can see like all the cool things, I'm like, oh, there's so many things I want to do and see and eat. So many things I want to eat. So I want to go back to Japan. I need to put that on my list. I also want to go to London too. I wanted to go to London last year, and I ended up in LA, which was my bad. So I need to figure out how I'm going to get both of those scheduled and travel planned. But yes, I'm supposed to be talking about decluttering, or supposed to be talking about food that I'm going to eat. I did talk about that. That's how I started talking about ramen. Okay. Because you see, I got off on a tangent. Okay. Let me see. Tracy said, I closed 50 tabs on my phone. Girl, get it, Tracy. You said out of here. I ain't got room for all of this clutter. Get out of here. Get it, Tracy. Marissa said, woo, girl. Go, Tracy. That's good. Tracy said, girl, I had ramen today. See, ramen is awesome. And listen, for us that like to go watch all the Asian shows, what can I say? Michelle said, it's going so well. My goodness. I have seen so many results from this book. Oh, good. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's such a good book. She's reading Get Rich Lucky Bitch by Denise Duffield Thomas. One of my favorite books. I listened to that book on repeat this summer. And now I'm in her Sacred Money Archetypes group. I'm so excited. So yes, so many awesome resources from her. Okay. Megan said, I'm not closing any tabs yet, but I'm going to go through and bookmark them, plus clean out, organize my inbox throughout the week/weekend. Come on. I'm into it. I'm into it. Also, too, if you're in a space today where you're not ready to do that, but it planted a little seed, that's perfect. You don't have, this is not an all or nothing thing. Even if you just close down 2 tabs today, that's beautiful. Even if you just close down 5 emails, delete 5 emails, that's beautiful. This is not an all or nothing. It took me a year to get to the place where I had only 5 tabs open on my phone. I had over 100 at the beginning. Okay. So please know, like, no shame, no guilt, no feeling behind, one step at a time. Like, it will all happen in due time. We're just going to keep planting that seed and watering it for you every single week. Okay. Yes. Okay. Tracy said, Marissa, I have 265 open still. But you made progress, boo. You made so much progress. I'm into it. I have a bad habit when it comes to closing tabs on my phone. I understand. Also, too, I feel like the new update on the Apple phone, they didn't make it like super easy to close tabs. I felt like before it was easy to just kind of not just close the apps, but close the tabs. It used to be tabs in your browser. I feel like it used to be easier, and now it's not quite as much, but that's okay. Tracy said, my nephew is going to Japan this year. Ooh, listen, I want to go too. I definitely, I would love to catch. I found a map that showed how the cherry blossom season moves across the country, because it's not in the same place. The whole, like, cherry blossoms don't blossom in the same place at the same time. So like the season starts, I think, in February in the places where it's warmer in Japan, but goes all the way to May for different places in Japan. And I was like, oh, that would be fun to go back to make it in time for that. So we'll see. I don't even know how much vacation I get on this, so we'll have to figure out how all of that goes. Okay. Meg said, I feel like I'm making a hamburger and I'm going to get back to binging Black Lightning. That show is so good. You know what? I have not started watching Black Lightning. I need to. I think that's going to be my next one. I just finished watching Orphan Black, and that was good. And now I'm watching a show from a British show that is called, it's called a different name on Netflix than what was in, than how they called it in England. In England, it was The Bastard Son of the Devil Himself. In Netflix, is something like he's bad or something like that. But I like it. I watched 2 episodes yesterday. It's only 8 episodes, so I needed to know what I was going to be watching afterwards anyway. So I'll go back and watch Black Lightning. Thank you for reminding me, Meg. Okay. Marissa said, LOL, you got to get rid of the 1/6. That's a big chunk. You got rid of 1/6. That's a big chunk. It is a big chunk, Marissa. I agree. Come on, Tracy. That's a good chunk. I always have apps running in the background. Hey, I get it. I listen. I do too. I'm having to close some things down. That's why I remind myself every single week, so I get a little better at closing, like making it a habit. Okay, Tracy said, ew, I'm not an Apple chick. Oh gosh, Tracy, are you serious? Of all the things, oh, Tracy, we're gonna have to bring you over. You in the dark side right now. We're gonna have to bring you back to the rebellion. Oh, you too, Megan. Megan said, me neither, Tracy. Team Android. Oh my Lord. Listen, whatever makes y'all happy. I have learned to love and accept all of my Android friends, despite their choices. Oh, I love you so much. Okay, Tracy said Black Lightning was good as well. Watched a few episodes. Yes, I need to go back. Tracy says, see, Meg, this is why we click. Megan said, exactly. I love it. Y'all. Well, I'm glad we got some windows closed, okay? Let me see. So we closed some windows. A couple of us talked about what meal we're going to eat. Mine is ramen. Tracy said she had ramen earlier. Megan says she's having a burger. A burger sounds good. So you know what I haven't had? I haven't had a Five Guys burger in a while. That would be good. I'm going to have ramen because I'm ready to eat now. My stomach is already like, quit playing. We ain't got time to go wait for no Five Guys. We got to drive there and wait for it. We're going to eat right now. So we'll do that later. Okay, so then also, what's going to be your fun activity for the weekend? Let me see. I haven't decided what my fun activity for the weekend is going to be because I'm working this. I'm working this weekend, but I also haven't really figured out my schedule. I need to see what's the fun, like what's going on in Atlanta this week. I need to go see a girlfriend. So yeah, what y'all got fun going on this weekend? Yeah, how we going? How what's your Westfall activity going to be? No matter what, you know what I started doing this week? I got back into my 15-minute workouts, like stretching and stuff. And my body was like, girl. And I didn't even realize it. I thought I was doing pretty good in my mobility until I started doing the stretching. And I was like, oh, I need to be doing this way more. So I'm getting back into my mobility stretching every day. So that's been feeling good. So that's what I'm gonna. I know that's not like the all out fun, but it's fun for me. I enjoy that. That's what mine is gonna be. Okay. Marissa said, for my fun activity, I'm going to a magic show with my son at the library. I'm excited. You should be excited. That sounds like a lot of fun. Y'all have a good library. I'm jealous. I feel like I need to come hang out at your library. Tracy said, Five Guys cheeseburger is the bomb. You know what? You right. You right. I, you know what? Without the cheese though, but just the burger, yes. Yes, I'm into it with bacon. With bacon and onions and the wrapped in the lettuce makes me happy. And it's a double. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yes, 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 and amen. Okay. Tracy said, enjoy the show with your son, Marissa. Yes, I agree. That's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. Let me see. So we did our wins for the week. We talked about the topic. Listen, look at us. We actually close to ending on time today. Look at us. Look at Guy. Because I'm always late when it comes to finishing. I'm on time when it comes to starting the thing, but I'll be late for us finishing the thing. And my Lord, this is good. I'm so excited. So I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. The magic show. I don't know what I'm gonna have to look it up. I think I do want to go do something. I might just I told you I went to the movies, right? Yes, because I told you I went to go see Avatar, the third Avatar, and I went to go see For Good. I might see if there's another movie out. Maybe I'll do that. Because during the wintertime, I have a hard time finding activities as much because I like to be outside, but I like to be bougie outside, not like out in the cold. I like to be out in the warm. So we'll see. Um, Tracy said, we are efficient. Hello, right? We're efficient today. Tracy said, I'm telling you, Rashidat, this weekend, watch that anime. Okay, I'm gonna watch the anime. Wait, which one was it? Wait, which one was it, Tracy? Now I done lost track. Tell me what it is. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna make sure I come back and watch it because I even though you like Android, you do pick some good shows. I got to poke you a little bit because you're an Android person. Listen, I got my Android, my Apple speaker, my Apple phone, my Apple tablet. I had an Apple Watch, Apple computer, an Apple TV. I got all the Apple. I love it. Yes. Zal 1 and 2. Oh, that's because I don't have HBO. I gotta find somewhere else to look at it. That's what the problem was because I don't have HBO. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I think I wanted to see that. I actually really wanted to see that. I gotta see where else I can watch it at. Let me see. Za 1 and 2. Yes. Let me see. Okay, so I might be able to watch it on Amazon because my sister still has Prime. Okay. Let me try and watch it that way. Yes. Okay. I got it. I'm not going to forget. I feel like I started to watch it somewhere and I don't remember where it was. I think it was on Prime. I think it was on Prime. Okay. I got it, Tracy. I'm not going to forget now. I got it. All right, y'all. My stomach is calling me. It's saying, feed me. Michelle said, y'all, come on now. Have a good weekend. Yes. You too, Michelle. Tracy said it was so good. Okay, good. I'm going to watch it. I watched the new Knives Out movie on Netflix last night. Was it last night? The night before last. What did I watch last night? I watched something else last night that was good. Can't remember what it was last night. But yes, I'm gonna have to watch that one too. Yeah, my stomach is saying feed me, y'all. It's saying feed me. Please stop talking. You know how a little kid in the background is like, Mom, can we go now? That's how my stomach is acting right now. And I'm like, stomach, you need to stop tripping. You need to stop tripping. All of that being said, listen, have a great week, you guys. Have so much fun. Eat good food, rest well, use all the different types of rest. Work on your vision board, use your positive anchor, all the things. And check out my website for joining Jaya with Rashidat. As you can see, we talk about a lot of amazing things, and I'm excited for us to do all of it together. So yeah, check it out. And then I will see y'all next Friday. Thank you again for taking a second to like this video. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Let me go ahead and get myself together. Let me see if because I have two windows open. Of course I do. Let me go ahead and get the outro ready. My nose is all stuffy. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Drives me crazy. But thank you so much for joining me today. Have a and I will see you next week right here for Freedom Fridays Happy Hour. Yes, y'all. Have a good weekend. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Listen. Always so good to see you. Have a great weekend, ladies. Bye, Tracy. Bye, Megan. Bye, Marissa. Bye, Michelle. Who did I miss? Bye, Kiyoka. Bye, Southern Girl 99. Listen, did I get everybody? If I didn't, it's because I couldn't get through the list fast enough. I love you all. Have a great weekend.